Hi, Cetus. If you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, my name is Steph. Welcome. I have created an ink blot made in your name and essence that we are going to scry for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We're also going to add on tarot and oracle. And where Mr. Ghost Gift is here, we actually have Ghost Tube Seer kicking for any added visual inspirations that may further inspire or irritate. Overall, please do receive or release freely. Cetus. I'm going to take a moment to open up. You're welcome to start scrying for yourself. As I open up, you also can see down here, a Ghost Tube Seer is bringing up a telephone, is the way I'm seeing it. And a vintage telephone nonetheless. Classic, classic. I like it, I like it. If you're on a phone, you might be able to, or a device, you might be able to zoom in. So I can admit for me, this is the first time I'm tuning into the Cetus sign, the 14th zodiac sign, falling in March, which is perfect because we're doing the aura of March, inspired by. So welcome. I'm picking up the phone, giving you a call. All right. I'm going to take a moment to open up. Taking a nice deep breath, closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of the 14th zodiac sign, Cetus. Thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. And for those as well that don't fall in line with the traditional 13th and 14th zodiac signs, that's fine. It's also just the constellation of such and the energy of such. So all really are open to receive, if you are open to receive. Okay. There's a lot of water. Like, I feel like I'm in Google Maps and I am seeing, like, almost like in real time, ocean water rolling on up. It's like, this is deep, deep, deep. This is like very luxurious. And then this is the lighter getting closer to the shores. There's a meet and greet here. And I'm also seeing, it kind of feels like, if I may, like we're shaking hands. Hello, how are you doing? I am Steph. I'm completely serious and silly. But there's also a Mary Poppins umbrella here. Mary Poppins umbrella, you know, like if you can keep how some people use the umbrella for a sunshade and as well a rain shade. And this is what it feels like maybe in the way you're being approached or the way that you are being approachable. But I do kind of feel like, again, if I may, you're coming out of the water. Oh, we have, it looks like a pilgrim or a cowboy down there. Oh my goodness, for heavens and hot dogs, I moved my frame. Leaving it. It is what it is. Let's get on him. Let's see if I can bring him up. Just peeking around. What's going on? What are you guys doing? That's what it's making me feel like. Anywho. All right. Just a rhinestone cowboy. All right. Sorry. I don't mean to be so silly in your reading, but it's just a vibe. So I feel like you're coming out of the water. Like you are water. I don't know much about your sign, if anything at all, to be honest with you. But I like it like that. You're just my muse. Okay, so, but there's also something that kind of comes up above your energy, or maybe it's something that you're working with, that while an aspect of you is willing to reach out and make connections, there's this other part that's still, it feels like I'm on watch and I'm on guard. And you know, I don't know what it's called. Is it called parasailing or something like that? When people are on a boat, but they're like a kite up in the sky. Like, I kind of feel like that. Whatever that kite is up in the sky has purpose for you, because it's like you can project out your awareness to that as well. And there's like some sort of trust about that higher aspect. Again, whether you align with the Cetus sign or you're in the energy of that week. If I recall, it's like March 21st to 28th or the 28th to 29th, something in and around there. But again, I don't get constipated on it. That's fine. Okay. So there's something very sunny here, and it's almost like the solar plexus is kind of shining. It's a Okay, so it's like a black dog if a black dog means anything to you, but it has this spirit shine about it. So I feel like it's just very protective over, it's a Sphinx shine. Yeah, there's no other way to make that more logical than it is. Some of you also might have a pet in spirit, and it very much so is shining with you, like it's following around like a sphinx, almost like a support animal, something along that lines. There's also something about a possum energy that's moving around. What's going on down there? Is something down there? Let's see if I can do this without taking my frame away. Don't take my frame away. I'm seeing like a belt buckle, if I may. That's what I'm seeing anyway. And it's also, again, like water and gold. See the coloring? This blue, all the blues in there, like the blues here. There's a horse head. Yeah, that's a horse head. If the horse means anything to you, it could be something, an energy that you're working with, a spirit animal that's stepping forward. Okay, so, but I'm actually being drawn down here because it's like, this is what you're presenting. This is the energy stepping forward. And this is the higher self aspect of yourself. Now, whatever channel you might be working in or through at this time right now, maybe it's your career, corporate, creative, personal, professional, romantic, platonic, any of those resonances are yours. I'm just simply here to share symbols and inspire or irritate equally. But then I can also go down here, and it's like now I am so far out to sea. I don't think I see anything. But you have this lifeline that connects you. There's also something about vacuuming coming through. I know it's an odd thing to say, but there it is. The Four of Pentacles, the collector. Interesting. Pentacles, again, the Nine of Pentacles coming through. Interesting. The Suit of Swords. If these cards mean anything to you, by all means, please follow that first versus my yammerings. Oh my goodness, it's like the lights now coming in. Ooh. Is that better or worse? I don't even know. Okay, we'll just leave it. Relaxation, exhausted, meditation. Oh, Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. See, have y'all been on a journey? Have you been on a journey? Are you upset about something? I'm seeing a peacock here with its peacock not peacocked. I feel like whatever you might have been working on or contending with, Cetus, this feels very balanced, all very earthbound, and I feel like this may be why you're stepping ashore to connect. And if you are a Cetus and you would like more Cetus insights beyond March, by all means, throw me a comment below so I know. There's someone that has been looking for their perfect mate, and I feel like that mate is coming. There's something about the love languages both being of service, maybe in different capacities or industries, but it's like somebody might work at a hotel in laundry and somebody else works in a hotel as the maitre d'. Is that even a word? I think it is. But service industry. Love languages are both of servitude and of the highest degree, high-end luxury. I'm not swimming in some podunk puddle. High-end coral, cleaned water that's filtered, this, that, or the other. Because something I feel like what you've already gone through, and maybe it was a relationship gone bad. Corporate or creative, romantic, platonic, friendships, whatever it is. But you got your justice. And now it's like through some sort of healing process, I'm ready to take the steps towards meeting other humans. Because there's so much water here. But for some reason, I go really close to the ocean floor with you. Really close to the ocean floor. And then I can like follow up the molecules up towards the sky when it's about to rain. And then it feels like all that water that's going to come, like every drop of the ocean that's going to go back in the ocean, it's like climbing up the stairs to a really big water slide. And that work, the effort, that maybe that higher thinking or just the simple exhilaration of it, and you get there and then it starts to rain, and all of those raindrops that seemingly are connected to you somehow, maybe it's emotionally, maybe it's ethereally, energetically, and then they all get to fall down and enjoy the journey returning like to this pool from where they came from. And they get to have their own adventures amongst the micro to macro. See, there's a female ant, like an ant. Yeah, like an ant. You might have an auntie, but this feels like an ant. And there's some sort of work power that is coming through, and it is stemming for me through the feminine energy. There's all that water. Something about the tides as well. Your tides are changing. Your tides are changing in regards to your resilience and balance. See, it's like the clouds are above and below. Resilience, like look at that. What are the odds, Cetus? What are the odds? You've been through something. I could say through the ringer, but not so much. So this feminine energy, and maybe it's been in regards to self-reflection, but this feminine energy feels like I came in. Remember when I was talking about the umbrella, and the umbrella, sunshade or rain shade? This feels like she was in the rain a little bit, and now she's closing it and putting it off to the side, and she's kind of like winded, like, oh, I'm glad I'm here. She's now met by two dogs. The first dog approaches her. And I don't know if this is you, an aspect of you, an energy of you, or the way you interact with the collective. Maybe it's your feminine energy, whatever the case may be. So the first dog steps forward very, very kindly, right up to gives her sniffs, right up there. The other one's a little bit more protective and a little bit more defensive, unsure. Not a growl, but it's like a smile, like I'm happy to see you, but like, who are you? Who are you now? And they're the ones, that dog is with the shine, the Sphinx shine. So this dog might have a memory of you or remembers you if somebody's coming back into your life, or if you're deciding to step back into someone's life, or you've been away for a while and you're coming home to a pet that's been with somebody else. Okay, but I also want to note here, as we were talking about that, we have hunger. And this hunger of the wolf moon reminds me of this dog, not necessarily howling, but also with the moon. So there's something that you might have had to go away for, even like food. I don't know, maybe you make things, or you just had to go get yourself justice in some way, shape, or form for personal peace. Because I can't deny there is some sort of storm that feels like it's around me here. Yeah, attractions on the bottom and sovereignty. So you are or have been on some sort of soul searching that really has kind of like led you back. And I feel like it's very welcoming, but it's a balanced welcoming. And maybe that's something to keep in mind. And even in the last week of March, if this isn't your sign, but you're cross-watching just for the energy of Cetus? Cetus or Cetus? Nonetheless. Nice to meet you. Okay. Adding on, is there anything else we see? That horse head is really peculiar. I feel like I have things in my mind that I'm still working out. See, this little journey, way, way, way in here, I met someone or something along the way, like a wise one. That's how it's making me feel. I met some sort of wise person that helped me work through something. Even some sort of, it could even be grief, if I may. Could even be grief. Intuition, gratitude, acceptance, strength, love. We'll take one more to complete the pyramid down and take the first step. Balance again on the bottom. Grounding you. So see this is about love, self-love, cultivating self-love, self-care, peace, but allowing yourself to still be hungry, or if there is a hunger within you, it is now coming to a peaceful state, and you will acquire a new, almost like a new palette. And maybe this is why you're coming up on shore. Yeah, okay. You're going to be taking the first, okay, so as we were talking about taking the first steps, this is it. Literally, she is coming, she's coming out of water, celestial water, but nonetheless water. Stepping out. Hi, how you doing? Coming out onto the land, meeting others in the spiral of creation and concepts and contemplations. Love, romantic, platonic, nonetheless. Gratitude. You're received well with gratitude. Because when you are here, this is the intuitive nature of things. Intellectually, people can go up and down about what is the truth, what is this, what is that. And it is fluid and is always changing, and I feel like you know that. But you can look up at the stars and reflect them back down. And then you can be at the bottom of the ocean or the sea and rise on up and like sit back and relax and float. It's like Dead Man's Float. Relax. Look up at the stars. Feel the water. Now, typically, I would say, lay on the earth and feel grounded. Maybe that's what you're doing. Feel every inch of your hair, breathing with Mother Earth and allowing all your weight to be carried in love. In love. Allow your strength to be your surrender. For you, I feel like you're very accustomed to water and air. And then while you have the ability to go deep to the bottom of the sea floor or way up to a space rock, there's this wonderful palace for you to play in here, walking amongst the shore to find new love. You've had self-reflection and acceptance here, and I want to note that kind of makes me feel like something about myself. Something about myself. I want to note as well in this card, she's all in water, or that version is, and this person's out. Like there's all these versions mirroring each other, facing forward, facing back, facing forward, in water and on land. This is the mirror that you walk through on the land, and you come in. It's like you're guided to be here. Introduce yourself, to be introduced, and you accept this energy. Because you've already been through a hall. It's time to love. It's time to be loved. The energy of such, the constellation of your creation, the energy of Cetus, or Cetus, sorry, I never know which way to pronounce it. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. But do you know what I'm saying? And there's definitely this air of knowledge in here, like you have just worked so hard. And as you step in to whatever this is in your resonance of love, lifestyle, love style, people, places, or things, there is somebody, I'm going to say off to the side here, whether they are incarnate or in the afterlife aura, they are rushing in to greet you, rushing in to greet you. And I say that quite confidently. Cetus, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights. All the links are below to help a gal grow. It's been nice meeting you. We are going to flip this ink blot and do it again later on in March. And again, if you like this, please be sure to comment below so I know. So I know to keep doing Cetus. Otherwise, I will see you again soon. And sorry, and as I always lie when I say I'm closing out, I always lie. Open your heart to love. Come out of the closet and detach from drama. This is where you've been. This is where you are. And it's beautiful. You're greeted by so many. Cetus, thank you for scrying with me. Until next time. Bye. I got sunshine on a cloudy day when it's cold outside.